$H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. And welcome to a beautiful Saturday. And I know you guys see the roofs off today. Yo, today is the day to take the roof off. I kind of want to just drive around the city a lot, just today and just hang out. But I actually just went and got some food from Garden City Restaurant. This is my African go-to spot where I get see another Jeep right there. This is my African go-to spot where I get that smack food from. It's like I think it's got Indian. Don't quote me, but I believe it's got Indian because the taste of it just is so amazing. But we're here today to talk about welcome to Jeep Talk episode 16, the United States versus the global mentality. Now, when I say versus, I'm not saying one is better than the other, but versus in the sense of the difference of it and why I choose to have more of a global mentality. Because I think, oh my gosh, she's nice. She's nice. Hello. Oh, she's really nice. Hello. How you doing? I could go wherever you want to go. We can go right now, or maybe later I take you out somewhere. Let me pull over so I can talk to you. Oh man, jeez. A name? 1 second. I gotta try something. It was a chick right here. Let me see. Man. Let me try to get an Instagram. Hold on, y'all. We in the middle of something. Y'all. Hold up. We're gonna try something. At least to Instagram. Just Instagram. I don't know. Oh man, y'all just witnessed a cold approach. I'll show y'all in the Actually, I wasn't that cold because it's kind of hot right here and I'm steaming. Y'all just witnessed the cold approach. I'll show you guys her Instagram on the community tab. When she asked me, I'll show you a picture of what she looked like. So if you're watching this Jeep live and you just see me get that woman's number, well, you probably heard me because you didn't see me get the woman's number. I'll show you a picture of her on the community tab. I don't know if she got a boyfriend, so let me hold off on saying that. Hold up, let me hold off on saying that, y'all. Because I don't know if she got a boyfriend. But let's get back to the talk, y'all. Welcome to Jeep Talk episode 16. The United States versus the global mentality. Now, I'll shout you guys out in a minute. It is some nice things out here. As you can see, I got the top down, top off, top back. I don't know what you would consider it on the Jeep, but it is some nice things out here. The weather is nice, it's not too hot. They got the sundresses on. Oh, that's beautiful. And I'm in Irvington, New Jersey. This is crazy. But today what we're going to talk about is, as I said, the mentality of a global mindset. And the reason why I believe, for me, a global mindset is the only thing that works. Growing up in the United States, we because we're the number one economy in the world, I feel like a lot of people either I don't want to say take it for granted, or they don't think that they need to learn about the entire world. Whether you travel or not, that's up to you. I think you need to travel as well, but I don't think people even think they need to learn about the world because we live in the number one economy, the number one military, and we've been this way for I believe like 60 years or something like that. And I think that even if nothing ever changes for the next 60 years, the one thing I can say is that having a global mentality will take you much further than just thinking in the United States. Because if you're thinking just for the United States, you're at least 2 to 3 steps behind the majority of people, not who are just wealthy, the majority of people who just have more of a conceptually understanding of where the world is, where it's going, and where it's been. One thing I was thinking, and for me, and I'll start off with this because this is something fake for me. I told you in the last live stream that we talked about the American dream and the global mentality, an American mentality of, having a white house, a white picket fence, a big house, 2 kids, a dog, and a marriage and stuff like that. But now I want to give you some of my insight on how I think as a globalist, I guess, I don't know, a person who has a global mentality. Me personally, I feel as though if you want to move around the globe and you want to, I want to say not a little bit much as be accepted or blend in, or I don't know what language you want to use, but we'll just say if you want to be accepted or blend in to the global world in different places, you have to do something different than what colonizers did. Colonizers, in the sense of you go somewhere, you take your customs. You never custom land. I don't think that's the way, at least for us black people, that we get internationally on a level that is consistent to what we do in the States. So for me, what I decided to do was I decided not only to buy property, but to have a kid in multiple places around the world that I choose that I can go to and make it to in time. Now, of course, the places are within a 6-hour plane ride, because I feel as though me being able to get there is going to depend on whether or not the kid is actually raised with my values. Now, of course, kids are never going to be raised 100% with the father's values unless they live in the house. I understand that. But I also understand that the person who controls the money is the person who normally controls the values of the children. And in my mind, I don't know, we'll see. I feel as though if I have a child in maybe Colombia, maybe a child in Cuba, and maybe a child, yeah, in those two places, and maybe a child in Brazil, Brazil a little bit further. So I would say Brazil, maybe Colombia, Cuba, most likely. Then I can have some major. This is a global mindset, y'all. I can have some major control over the values of my child. I can put my son or daughter in international school. I can do that. That will allow me to blend with the culture of that country, as well as own property, because I think it's important to own property there too. Otherwise, you're just, not necessarily, because otherwise, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to keep the high level of my family legacy at the same level it is in the United States. Like right now, both of my kids, when I pass away, they'll have a cash producing home that they own. I want my children overseas to have a similar availability, although it'll most likely be a condo in the different places, because that's easier for me to access, but that'll be paid off completely, so they can choose to Airbnb it, or they can choose to live in it and only have to pay their taxes or whatever they have to pay. And the reason why I think this is important is because the way I think United States is becoming, with a lot of people coming in here, as you've seen, there's a large, as other countries around the world are going through a similar economic problem, and as countries are changing and the world is more, and a lot of people are understanding the possibilities in the United States outside of the people who live here, a lot more people are going to come to the United States. It's like, let me give you a similar example. If I know that when it floods, there's this one patch of land that usually sticks above the flood, I'm more likely to move from my place where it's flooding to that patch of land, no matter what it takes, because it's a survival thing. And I think the United States is becoming somewhat of a Noah's Ark, or that patch of land where people go to try to survive. And I already have my patch of land on that land. And I was watching somebody earlier, who was it? I forgot, something nomad, the capitalist nomad or something like that. I'm probably saying his name wrong. It's like a European guy with glasses, and he doesn't have any kids, but he travels around the world. He owns properties around the world. And he said something that was kind of interesting to me. I'm gonna get you your comments. He said something that was interesting to me, yo. He was like, he's like, I'm wealthy enough to buy a mansion, but I didn't buy a mansion. You know why I didn't buy a mansion? Because I'd rather buy 6 places around the world than to buy a mansion, because it puts you in a better place if things go wrong. It also gives you the opportunity to experience different lifestyles at different times of the year. Whereas if you only have a mansion in one place, it's nice, it's big, but it's still just one place. And not everyone is like that. This is why I said it's not for everyone. The globalistic mindset, the global mindset is not for everyone. But it's not better for everyone. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm not saying it's better than the United States mindset. I'm just saying, for me, it works better to have a global mindset. I'm probably gonna sit in the driveway and talk for a little bit. Definitely. When I get to the driveway, we'll sit. Talk in the Jeep, and I should probably just sit by the park because it's better. I just ain't got my juice, so I don't know. I always sit in the house, and talk. Yeah. So let me get to your comment. Yeah, let me get to your comments when I stop, because I don't want to drive. So that's why I wanted to talk about this global mindset versus the United States mindset. Now, also when it comes to having options, a lot of this stuff is you learn from history. I think a lot of people can learn from history, and in history, we've seen how during economical times in the United States, things can get. We know your values and stuff. Right now, if you've invested over the last 4 years since the pandemic, whatever you invested in is up. It's up. It's as long as you didn't buy it last year or this year, you're up. Whatever you invested with, you're up. Now, are you willing to let your value or whatever your asset go down? Depends. If you get a nice cash flow, maybe. But I think this is an opportunity to diversify yourself internationally, and that's what I'm trying to do now. That's why I'm selling my place in Miami, and I'm working on selling my place in Miami, and getting a place in Colombia, because it's just the idea. Black people, when we park, we usually turn the music down, pay attention, and put the hand over the back of the thumb right. But so I'm just parking in my driveway right now. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna get to y'all comics. I guess I can make this a short Jeep talks. We ain't got some food real quick. Alright, much better. Let's see. Alright. Kel God, what's going on, man? Sly, what's up? What up? Slanell, what's up, man? She say something to you. Did who say? Oh, no. The girl, she was walking across the street, tatted up, light skin, pretty. I think she might have been Spanish. I really want to. I normally like to share that stuff with you guys, but on my community tab. But I gotta see. I'll probably try to share it with you guys, because I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere. But I'll probably try to share it with you guys. I don't know, because the issue is this: she looked like she could have been part of a gang. And I don't. If I share a picture and it's in my hood, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Don't quote me on it, but I'll try to put it on the community tab just in case you guys want to check it out. Hopefully. But nah, she didn't say nothing to me. She was walking across the street, and I got the top down. I got the windows down. Let me show you guys. I got the top down. I got the windows down. Jeep lifestyle. So I had the music blasting. Well, I had the music blasting, but I just seen it. Black Cam TV, what up? It's J Claude. Salute. Piff City 609 in the building, Jersey. In the streets with Keith, what's going on, bro? He said got the top off. Pause. Yo, man, Keith, I don't know how you gave up this lifestyle, Keith. Come on. I don't know how you gave up in the streets with Keith. I don't know how you gave up this lifestyle of being able to take the top off, put the windows down, ride in the Jeep. Gave up that lifestyle for the Mustang. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could, man. I mean, once you get a little vibe of this Jeep life, bro. This Jeep life, it's the only life I know. Jeep life, for a nigga on the show. Jeep life. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough. Sly says, definitely. TNT, what's going on? Big Euro stepper. Take the hat off. Let your head breathe. Pause. Now I got the kicks from. Hold up. I got the kicks from China on today. So y'all know I had to put the Raiders Nation hat on. I mean, looking super fly. Yo, I'm a little worried now. Because I think they're slowing down the progress, because something's going on in China, and I think they're slowing down the progress of getting my stuff. Because my last 2 sneakers, I had to get a refund for it because they got stopped at customs. So I'm waiting. I don't want to buy. I'm not buying anything now because there's some things I'm doing. I'll tell you guys more about. Oh my God, I gotta drive because I forgot it's bugs back here. Hold up, we gotta go for a drive, y'all, while I'm talking to y'all. Actually, we don't gotta go for a drive. I'll just deal with the bugs. I'm actually. So once my place sells, and right now it's taking a while for my place to sell in Miami, simply because a lot of people are afraid of the new laws in Miami condos that's going to make the reserves go up. I believe at the last minute they're going to change it or push it back so that because I think whereas though I can afford it because I have a tenant in my place in Miami, there's a lot of other people with condos that's on fixed income, a lot of retirees on fixed income who don't make as much as I make a year, who can't afford to just pay a $10,000, $20,000 update fee on their condo, $100,000 on their condo in Miami Beach. So I think that they're going to force the government to push it back, and once that happens, I think more buyers are going to join the thing. It doesn't matter if the interest rates go up or down. I think at that point when they find out, hey, we'll push it back to 2026 or we'll push it back to 2027 or we'll reconsider this and we'll come back at a later time, that's going to make the condo sell faster. But I don't want to buy another batch from my China spot until I sell my spot because I'm doing some things now, a lot of things right now. It's costing a lot of money as far as traveling. I told you guys I'm just going back and forth to Colombia this year until I sell my place, but I'm actually stopping by Cuba. I just booked my ticket to Cuba for next month. So I'm going to Cuba, but I'm not going to do anything big. I'm actually going over there to try to start this generational lineage. Good way. I got a woman that I met in Cuba the first time I went, right? And then you guys might have seen her in the video. I met her the first time I went, and then this last time I went, I hung out with her and her mother. So the plan has been in process. It's been in process. We're trying to go over there. Now she does have a kid, but I think that in Cuba it's important. Is my opinion. I feel as though when it comes to Cuba and specifically when it comes to Cuba specifically and having a kid in Cuba, I think it's important that that kid has a brother or sister simply because of the lack of communication of the outside world to Cuba. So she does have a kid, and when I met her, she didn't have a kid, but she does have a kid, and I think that that's going to be something that's best for me. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think for me, overseas in Cuba, now Colombia is different. In Colombia, I'm talking to the cop. I'm talking to the cop. That's something that I was talking to one in Barranquilla, but she let her sisters and the community, whatever, dissuade her. So now I got the cop under the belt. I'm working with the cop. She don't have no kids. She don't really want no kids, but we'll see about that. And that's in Colombia. But in Colombia, I wouldn't do a woman with a kid simply because I think the mentality there is a lot different than Cuba. So I'm going to Cuba, and I just booked my ticket. I'm going to Cuba, I believe, and I'm telling you, you first people I'm telling, on the when am I going to Cuba? I'm going to Cuba on the 13th, 14th, 15th, or something like that. The 14th, yeah, the 13th to 16th, I think I'm gonna be in Cuba. Maybe the 13th to 15th. It's like a Saturday morning to Monday afternoon. I'll be in Cuba, and the reason why, like I said, I told you the reason I'm doing that. So, but then the following month, we're going back to Colombia, but we're going to Cali for Petronio de Alvarez Music Festival. That one you guys already know about. I mean, this year I didn't expect to do this much traveling, but one thing I realized is that when I bought my place in Miami, I brought it as a place of retirement. But when I rented it, it became investment. And now when I brought it, even though I brought it for retirement, I planned that, hey, I'm buying this one because I know it's on the water. I can rent it. It's easy for me to rent it. But while I'm renting it and I'm not able to enjoy it like I enjoyed it for the first 4 years, going back and forth to Miami every other weekend, now because I'm renting it, I'll have some income coming in, but that mentality of having a place to go for pleasure won't be there. So what I'm able to do now is once every other month, I can take the money I make from my income in Miami and I can travel somewhere that I've been already. The reason I'm focusing on places I've been is because I know how the economics work there. I don't want to go somewhere new where I know I got to spend a lot of money to get that first vibe of it, and then I know I can go there for lunch. So in Colombia, I'm able to do that. In Cuba, I'm able to do that. In Costa Rica, I'm able to do that because I've been there multiple times, all these places multiple times, and I can do that. That's the plan. I mean, it's being rented until I sell it. And then in Cali, Colombia. Again, my son goes to his mother house for the summer next month. So for July, I ain't gotta worry about it. I could do it. And then for August, I'm actually last time I went to Carnival, I mean Cali, Colombia for Petronio Alvarez Music Festival. It was for oh shoot, I forgot I gotta turn this car back on because the battery's charging. It was for 3 days. I did that Cali video you guys seen. Hold on, Real Man Drive Clutch. Um, that Cali video you guys seen last time was a 3 day thing. I was there for 3 days, and I kind of cheated because I flew the little woman out from Santa Marta. Um, so I didn't really get to intertwine with the Cali women. This time I'm intertwining with the Cali women, and I'm there for a week. A lot of people don't understand sometimes because you're maybe not content creators that what you can do in 3 days and what you can do in a week are going to be totally different of how you approach it and what you have on film, simply because you have a little more time. What you can do in a week and what you can do in a month is going to be totally different. That's why me personally, I, as a content creator who understands travel and a traveler, I would never compare someone who stays somewhere for a month versus someone who goes there for 3 days or goes there for a week. Because when you stay there for a month, you have a choice to say, I don't want to have her on camera. I don't want to have her on camera. I don't want to sleep with her. I don't want to sleep with her. But when you're there for a short time, you have to speed that choice up so you can get the quality you want. If you haven't seen my Instagram already, this week I'm dropping the snacks. I've already dropped the first one, the first preview on Instagram today of the snacks. I'll drop another one tomorrow, and I'll drop the final preview on Monday. But on Monday, the actual snacks, the full episode, the full video of the snacks start Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I got 3 snacks videos from Barranquilla, Colombia. I think y'all enjoy them. No matter what type of body frame, no matter what type of look you like, I think you'll enjoy at least one of them. So that's going to be Cali, Colombia. I'm going to be there from the 12th to the 17th of 12th to the 17th, I believe, or 12th to the 17th or 18th, 17th or 16th of August. Real quick, y'all. Let me see. Alcoholic drink. What's going on, man? Alcoholic. That's dope. That's a dope name. Posted for 24 hours and deleted. Post what for 24 hours? I don't know what happened there, y'all. I don't even know why I went on live. The only time I'll post it is, the only time I delete something on my channel, I don't think I've ever deleted anything on my channel. I've privated a video because of a YouTube complaint, and one video got deleted off my channel because of a YouTube complaint. So I think that's about the only. I don't think I ever deleted. But of course, it's the issue again. The issue with that girl is that I do want to hit. But also I know that it's close to the hood, so we'll see. Apollo Creek, what's going on, bro? Out here in La Quilla, Barranquilla. Ya tu sabes, you already know. Tia, too windy for me to have the Jeep. Wait, too windy for me to have the Jeep. Don't want my wig to fly off. That's why you wear the hat over the wig. Bandana Travel, salute. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Bandana Travel's page, man. I was just watching his page earlier. I like the concept he has where he gets women that like try to get him to eat healthy. It's kind of dope because of the fact that it's something that we know as older people we have to do. We got to start eating healthy. Even though I'm here with this that's why I'm here with this African food that you guys seen in the thumbnail, my jollof and fish, because to me that's healthy. It's healthy, and I like the concept of creating content out of something you're trying to improve in yourself. That's really dope. And Bandana Travels. Majik, what's going on? Do you feel 2 weeks is a good amount of time in the city? I feel like any time is a good amount of time in the city because if you've never had that experience before. Once you've had that experience, when you enjoy it, I think more time it makes a big difference. Like when I was going to Miami, I started going on a weekend, but when I went for the whole week, it's a better experience because I don't got to rush stuff, and it's the same thing when I go internationally. So I think any amount of time on your first experience is a good amount of time. But as you stay longer, you should be thinking more long term. Like the reason why I chose Barranquilla is because I've been there 3-4 times already, and I enjoyed it, and I stayed for long periods of time, like a week. So I'm like, all right, now I want to stay for 2 weeks. Now I want to stay for a month. Now I want to own a place because I know I want to stay for this long. So that's pretty much my thoughts. Shout out to Jerry Mark in the building. You back in Newark? I'm in my city. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't when I'm in the Newark, I don't really do nothing. I don't go out or do nothing. I got to stack because here's the thing. I choose to go internationally every other month versus going out and doing stuff during the weekends when my son's at his mother's house. Because I know if I go out every weekend, it's going to cost me at least $50 just for food. If I go out at nighttime to party with my boys, is even at their bar, is going to cost me another $50. So that end up being $100 a night. If I go out Friday night and Saturday night, that's $200 a weekend. $200 a weekend times 4 weekends a month is $800. $800 times 2 months is $1,600. With $1,600, I can go somewhere, travel somewhere, have a crazy experience, and still come back with $400 more than I would normally spend if I went out every weekend with my boys. So that's why when I'm home, I usually just have a woman come over, but normally I just have my girlfriend who's married come over. But if she can't come over on the weekends or she can't come over during the week, then I just sit inside, I play video games, I'll talk to y'all, I join lives. Again, you got to design, I said it before, you got to design the life that you want. And for me, in order to design this life where I can travel every other month or even once a month sometimes, I have to substitute it or give up on some things. I don't like the word term give up, but I have to substitute it for some things, and that's me going out in North. International real estate versus United States real estate. When it comes to this day, even with the economy being so expensive right now in the States to buy United States real estate, I feel like why does it only take 6 minutes? Something happened, yo? You only tell me I've been online for 6 minutes. With the economy that it is right now, I feel like something's wrong with this live, y'all. Something's really wrong with this live. I gotta check this out in a second, y'all. I feel as though you can still make more money investing in real estate in the United States than internationally. That's my opinion. I know people who invest in real estate internationally, and what they're bringing back cash flow per month, it ain't nowhere near even these prices now when you invest now. So I gotta see. I hopefully nothing happened to the stream, but the time looks crazy. I know it ain't been 7 minutes. Am I in a Jeep? You see that Rubicon right there, man? You see that Rubicon on the seats? That's stitched in. That's not no offense, Keith. That's stitched in. That's stitched in. That's not me. I didn't create that. I didn't get that. That's Rubicon, man. Jeep Rubicon. Crypto. Let me see. Gun there. Bandana says facts. Flyboy salute. I try to bring something different to the travel space. That's what it is, yo. That's definitely what it is, Bandana Travels. Speaking facts, hell yeah. Piff City, 50. Every time I step out the house, it costs me at least 100. Dog, I feel like that. At nighttime, I'm guaranteed. That's why I said, if I go to my boy's bar, it only costs me 50 because it's my boy's bar. But, my homie's bar. But other than that, if I step out, especially if I step out with a date, in New Jersey, if I step out with a date, I'm spending at least 200 for the night. So it's like, I really equate that to saying, yo, is it really worth what I'm spending? And again, to me it's not worth it, but to others it might be. Some people might not be able to go 3 weeks without doing something, 4 weeks without doing something. But for me, I do so much as far as YouTube, as far as content creating, as far as with my kids, as far as just moving around, that I can on the weekend I could just sit and relax. Even though I'm still not relaxed if I'm on live or something like that. But I've realized like going 2 months without going somewhere, knowing that I'm renting my place in Miami, is something I don't think I can do. I want to do. It's something that I'm planning on. If I didn't rent the place in Miami, I would just go back down there. But then I would have to pay that $1,700 a month it cost me. For those that don't know, I bought my property in 2020 in Miami. So for me, my mortgage is only like $900. But I have an HOA fee of $667. So in total, with there's something else up. Okay. In total, actually a little bit. In total, my mortgage is something a little bit like $960. So in total, it ends up being like $1,500 and some change, right? So I just rounded up and say $1,600 a month. When I wasn't renting it for 3 years, I had to pay that $1,600 a month. But now that I get $2,050 for my thing, I'm making $450 a month, and I'm saving that $1,600 I would normally have to pay. So with that much money, I'm able to do stuff with. And I think that's the substitution I do for being able to go down to Miami every other weekend. Um, but yeah, I know we've been talking long enough, so I'm gonna get to the end of your comments. I want to go eat and I want to go watch some stuff on Netflix tomorrow. I even treated myself to go see Bad Boys 2 on discount at in the Newark in Newark, my city. Um, and I'm gonna go watch Bad Boys 2. I think it was like $7, $7.50, $7.50 for a ticket. Bargain prices, you know. Yeah. Let's see what else came in real quick. Big Keys, what's up, man? Best thing to do is build a great portfolio in the U.S. to be able to travel the world. That is a good thing to do. I don't know if it was the best thing to do. I feel as though it's best to own something in the United States that's cash flowing before you travel around the world. Do I think that you have to own multiple things? I don't think so. I only own two. No, I only own two properties in New Jersey, and the place in Miami wasn't cash flowing until this year. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Again, for the first 3 years, I was going back and forth. It wasn't cash flowing, and I can't say it was an investment because it was a second home. And to me, a second home is not an investment. My opinion. I know some people agree, but to me, a second home that's not rented is not an investment because I had to pay $1,600 a month. But now it's an investment because I got some people renting it in. But did I need that? No, I don't. I didn't need that. I have two investment properties, so I don't think I needed that to travel the world. My next country to visit, I'm going to Cuba next month. I'm going back to Cuba next month, but I'm only going for Saturday, Sunday, and I'm leaving Monday. I was able to figure out again between Google Flights. I try to tell people, and maybe I don't know, on Google Flights, I think is the best place to get deals. And I was moving, and you have to move stuff around. You have to be creative. Like instead of booking a round trip, try to book two one ways because you'll get a different price if you book two one ways instead of booking a round trip. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse, and sometimes the times match up. So for this time, instead of booking a round trip, I was able to book two one ways on two different airlines, and I got my Cuba trip for $550. Now I still have to pay $100 for the visa to get in Cuba, but I got my round trip Cuba trip from Newark to Havana for $550, which is not bad. It's not great because great would be like $450, $400. But right now, all the prices is up for $550 is great because every other round trip ticket was like $700 plus you got the $100 fee. So I'll be in Cuba for the weekend on the 13th, I believe, of July. After that, I told you guys I'll be in Colombia for Carnival for a week in Barranquilla. I mean not Barranquilla, in Cali, Colombia. All right, y'all. I appreciate you guys for the chat. The food's getting a little bit cold. I'm gonna go eat. Pull up to South Africa, Brody. Eventually, I do want to get there, but I have to. But my next step along my process is acquiring property internationally. Then I can go back to enjoying travel the way I enjoy travel because I know I got a second home to go to. But this has been Jeep Talk episode 16. The United States versus the global mentality. Hopefully I talked about it enough about the global mentality that I have when it comes to having kids, about the global mentality I have when it comes to owning property, about the global mentality I have when it comes to thinking how the world's going to be. Because I feel as though once you open that box of the global world, which is open now, you can't put stuff back in. So nobody's going back to that world where everybody, and as much as they want to think it's going to go back to this world where every country is just focused on themselves and building businesses in their own country, the economics won't allow it. It's going to always be a global world. Betsy, what's going on? Shout out to East Los Raiders, all right? Shout out to Raiders, all right? But it's your boy again. I heard that. I'll see y'all next Jeep Talk. Peace. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.